Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ultra Moon. My name is Rabbit Luigi. In the last episode, we did some work in Pony Island. Did I learn anything from what people were telling me about the bottom screen? I did not. The upshot is that we went to the Tapu Guardian hangout place. Hapu. There's so many similar names. Hapu, someone didn't do anything, but going to the Executor Island. We're at the Executor Island, okay? Everyone's got the same name in this game. They are kind of horrifying. I'd say moderately horrifying. I'm trying to get my Pokemon, trying to see what my Pokemon are. I think I've got Mint out first. Okay. That's all I wanted. That's really all I wanted. My strongest Pokemon by 3 levels, but still the easiest way of dealing with these guys, who are actually incredible. The Coconut Pokemon Executor is acting a bit odd. More so than usual, or I don't really know. Thwack. Oh, wants to fight me, okay. I always thought Executor was a weird name, but thinking about it, Execute, oh, there's a Pinsir. So Pinsers are causing problems. I get it, I understand, but I always thought that Execute, or rather I thought Executor was a weird name, because it sounds like, almost like an executive or something like that. It's a weird name for a Pokemon. But thinking about it, Execute is an even weirder name, the pre-evolved form, which for some reason in this game is not. I should resist that. I do. God damn, it's amazing. Shit. Yeah, for some reason Execute isn't an Alolan variant in this game, a bit like Pikachu and Raichu, because Raichu has a surfboard in this game. And Executor has a very long neck, but Execute and Pikachu are standard Kanto variants, which is kind of weird. Is the Executor gonna love me now? Is that what we're trying? It does! Yeah! This is new. Previously, I think we fought Executors, because, you know, that was crazy and stupid and kind of enjoyable in a way, but Execute is a really weird name, because I always thought it sounded a bit like execute, like to execute a man by a firing squad or a, I don't know, lethal injection or something, I don't really fucking know. But it also sounds like eggs are cute, because there's cute in that name for no apparent reason. Like, you know what I really think, like, what object do I find cute above all else? I think an egg. A chicken egg. A various kind of bird egg. I find them to be the cutest kind of egg. I don't know. Eggs are cute is an interesting kind of statement to throw out there without any context. Like, yeah, eggs are cute. Yes, they might be. But only because they can evolve. That's not what they do. Only because they can hatch into little chicks and become chickens, and then they could produce more eggs, and suddenly you have a farm, and then a business, and then a monopoly on the egg market. I don't really know. I just want to fight some pincers and maybe some other things. There was a Pokemon or an encounter you can trigger on this island when it rains, because I do remember in the original Sun and Moon, I think probably Sun, trying to catch every Pokemon in the Alolan Pokedex. All of them. There's like 600. Not quite the... No, it wouldn't be 600, but quite a lot of them. Like 300 or 400 at least. And some of them are quite hard to get. I remember trying very hard to find a Pokemon here, and it might have been something like Politoed, where you're just going to be lucky and go to a place where it's raining and hope that people, or rather, I think a Poliwhirl has to call for help. And then after that, hopefully everything works out in your favor, but that's never guaranteed. 51! Trying to get some levels, because I presume at some point this game's going to get significantly harder when we have to fight off the Crime Syndicate again, or the Elite Four, or something. All the Executors love me so much, I thought I'd be fighting them. I was so wrong. My prejudices and previous gaming experiences got in the way. I don't know if I prefer that. I think I would much rather fight them because it's funny and stupid. And also Lily's not here. Somebody mentioned that is a definite change in this game. That for some reason, just going back to this cave for a second, because Lily would be hiding in this cave with us and we'd have a bonding moment and a moment of character development. And I'm going to tap your face, Rotom, because people be telling me to do that. And now I can spin the Roto Lotto. You think I don't read the comment sections? I read all of the comment sections on a regular basis. I don't want the berry one. I don't mind the berry one. I'd much rather have the Roto Boost, because that sounds like a fun thing. It's actually HP restores, which is not that bad in the end. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that was, I think that, I kind of skipped through that, but I think that said all the HP of all the Pokemon you have in battle. That can't be right. Must be the one you've got out in front, which is pretty good, but I have other things I can use, like max potions and hyper potions, which I feel have taken a decent nerf. Can I use you? Hello, are you gonna help me? I don't know. What's going on over... Okay, it lifted you up in thanks. Didn't get to see it. Game thought that wouldn't be something I would want to see, but the game is sorely mistaken. Sorely, horrendously mistaken. Who the hell put this totem sticker on the strange and dangerous what was it called? Executor Island. That seems like a weird thing to be doing. Anything else around here before I end this area? Leave this area even? I'm gonna end this area with my napalm strike or something. A flute is placed on a very odd pedestal. Will you take the flute? See, this is a good scene. This whole area is good when you've got Lily to actually... Oh god, that's weird. To actually be alongside you. It's suddenly day. I don't really know why. There's a rainbow made of one color. It's not how rainbows work. I'm pretty sure it's not a rainbow, but I think it's trying to be something like a rainbow. Did I change the day into night? Did I do that? Welcome back, Rabbit. I did nothing wrong. Now you've got to play those flutes up at the altar, I guess. The altar can be found in the deepest part of the vast Pony Canyon. Oh, I love that place. Those executors sure took a liking to you. You've clearly got something important in you as a trainer, if Pokemon like you that much. I mean, I've got some rock-type moves that seem to be very handy against some Pinsir. Look at the Magikarp boat. I like it. I do like how I think every boat around here is either a water-type Pokemon or just randomly a Steelix. You can see on the bottom screen, like, the one I'm going to now is a Steelix, and there's no reason why it should be. I don't know. You've got some wonderful things going here. You could have had a Gyarados boat. One of them might even be a Gyarados. I'm getting very distracted, but I just want to check some things. This is a... well, that's a good question, actually. Oh, it's a Huntail boat. Almost a catamaran, because it's got 2 holes or 2 points to it, which might be indicative of 2 holes. I don't know. Do you think I'm a nautical man? I'm a land lover, you see, and I prefer to keep it that way. I have done my stint doing sailing, and let me tell you, it's a little bit stressful. Being in charge of a boat that doesn't really respond as quickly as you'd like. You know, steering a car, it's fairly immediate. Riding a bike, it's fairly immediate. Steering a boat is like, okay, I'm gonna put like half of a turn into this steering wheel, and then like 5 seconds later, the boat's actually gonna do something about that. It's like, oh god, that's terrifying, because when you're weaving in and out of buoys, or I think Americans or other people call them buoys. I don't know what you call them. It's very weird. It's supposed to be... I've always known them as boys, because I always found it funny as an adolescent child that they had the same name as a gender. Though, to be honest, I have kind of accepted that different people pronounce things in different ways, and that's okay. I'm not going to be the person, not going to be the arsehole saying, you should pronounce it my way. I understand that different countries pronounce beta different ways. Americans call it beta, and that's fine. I don't give a shit. It's just when people think that I should give a shit and say, you should pronounce it correctly. Like, different countries, man, we pronounce things in different ways. That's what makes it fun. I don't even want to get into the thing about Mario and Mario and the long vowel sounds. It's not the kind of game for that. Anyway, Team Skull have got a blockade and a lack of gender diversity. Can we go with that one? Sure. You're from Team Skull. What is it that you want with us? They want their boss back, I think. Here they... Oh, God, that's not their voice. I heard about you numbskulls of ether. This is better. Do you really know... Do you really know how to open an ultra wormhole and save our boy Guzma? Yeah. Let me see if you're really out bad to bone enough to save our boy Guzma. I remember this. I think I remember this. I'm very glad I healed my Pokemon, basically, because I think we fight all 6 of them. Is that a thing the game is about to make us do? Because I'm not sure I'm going to like it if that's the case. At least I got their voice down in the end. Why is there only one girl? Does it matter? Not really. But a lot of people think it does matter. I don't know. I kind of would prefer to stay away from gender politics, because the short of it is I don't care. Really. I don't really care. That's the best way I perceive to go about world politics. Not every bit of world politics, but kind of like, hey, should there be equal representation? I don't fucking know. I don't really care. Sure, if it makes you happy, go for it. It won't affect my life in any way. But, you know, I don't want to get into that, because it's going to make a firestorm in the comment section. Ow, that hurts. Even my head hurts. See, that voice does not sound feminine in the slightest, but I kind of like it, because it sort of transcends genders. It is androgynous in all... that's a good word. Okay, no bones about it. You're way stronger than me. Am I going to fight all of you in turn? Or just her? That'll work as well. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. We'll come at you with all of our Pokemon at once. Little home slice. A home slice. We'll give 500% to save our boy Guzma. I think he just said home slice. Was that a thing that happened? I think it was. I love it. Do we fight a group and then just 5 Pokemon from this group? I think that's a thing that happens. In which case, nice, maybe? Yeah, that is what happens. Okay. That makes it a bit easier to deal with as I watch my cat out the window having a shit. That's fine. That's not the most entertaining thing I can look at. This is better than having to go through the rigmarole of beating one. Let's go through the loading screen and load up another battle and then beating that one. And then going through the loading screen and fight. It's boring. Very boring. But it's okay. We're making progress. Team Skull have magically made their way to this island. You know, do they have a boat? How are they doing it? How do they get around? Are they mantine surfing? I thought they were told to not do that. I don't really know. I'm using Thrash because I thought I'd get rid of these Pokemon early and then switch out to something else when Kalima becomes confused, because I would like the confusion, the experience on a different Pokemon. Golbat, I mean, Rock, Kalima will be great for this, but unfortunately I need to switch around my Pokemon a little bit. What's suppose poison flying, poison flying, poison flying, poison flying. I don't know. Scarlet. I had a list, didn't I? A list of 3 Pokemon, very big list, that need to be strong at some point in this island for me to feel good about myself. I can't remember which ones they are. I think Scarlet... Oh, that's not what I wanted to press, but might not be a bad idea to use it. Let's use Hurricane. Standard box standard Hurricane, which just misses, because... Oh, why do we look for any kind of positives? And just fucking... Doesn't matter. Venoshock does not poison you, because... It's a move that takes advantage of poison, rather than inflicts poison on its own. Hurricane did not do that much damage. Okay. That's fine. That's why we need the levels. I think I need Scarlet to be quite strong. I'm gonna need Mint to be quite strong. And I might need Metroid to be quite strong, because I'm going to need to use those Pokemon to combat certain types, and hopefully not have a really bad time trying to combat them, because it could be a little tricky. I guess Blathers could also be quite strong. Might want to think about doing that. Sensei just generally to stave off the naysayers saying that Sensei shouldn't be in this party, might want to be kind of strong as well. Although we're getting towards the point where I could maybe get another Pokemon, which might be good, but then again I feel like I've kind of got the holes in my team covered in a way. Maybe only a Focus Blast doesn't miss. There you go. It's hit a lot. It's hit a lot more often in this game so far. I'm gonna put "so far" in there in like giant bold letters, more often than I would expect it to do. I don't know. It's surprisingly hits quite often, and I'm not sure if I should be comfortable with that at the moment, because it's just setting up for the moments later in this game when I really need it, and it just misses, and you're like, hey, can we swap these circumstances around? I probably didn't need it to hit that Alolan Raticate in order for me to beat this battle, and to beat these grants, like 500%. I just got why it's 500%. Our 500% is like, what percentage of your strength? I don't know, that almost didn't sound like the voice. Probably wasn't the voice in the end. It's okay, they're not in this game forever. Then I can go back to doing other voices. I may have lost, but listen up, yo. Please save Guzma for us. You can do that without fighting me. You can just ask me to do that. You dummies. They're trying to save the boss, so what do you want to get in their way for? This is going to be hypocritical in a little bit, potentially, if this goes the way it did in the original game. It's got a slight wheeze going. It's fine. It's going well. I have drink, which could be handy. You, girly. Lily, right? Probably. Nod, yes. That's the person. You really ready to do this finally? Sure. To be honest, I've treated you really badly. Even if I was just doing the work the president told me to, I shouldn't have done all that. Even if I apologize now, I know it's probably too late for you to forgive me, though. She has a heart. Not many of Team Skull have a heart. See, Guzma, he really likes the president. She's the only adult who ever seemed to see how strong he was. Good, interesting backstory, because that comes into play later, I think. The president. My mother she's selfish. She decides all by herself what she thinks needs to be done to make other people happy, not even caring what it is they may want. It's an interesting, that might be the same text as it was in the first game, but it has a completely different meaning now. But people ought to help one another out. That is what I've learned here in Alola, and that is what I'm going to teach her too. Then I think we can save Mr. Guzma from the parallel dimension we have to access, I presume. You know, deep down, you're kind of like the president. You've gone in a different direction. Oh, excuse me. You're ruining the tender moments, but I can tell you have the same strength in your convictions. Rabbit, Lily, I know you've got no reason to help, but could you help us save Guzma? This is where you fight me, because you're conflicted, I imagine. That big dummy. I don't think he's even aware of it, but Alola really means a lot to him. That's why he's doing something so reckless to try and save it. The poison-type Z-Crystal. Maybe it will help you somehow. Now, I could have sworn she fought us in the original game and gave us that as a reward. Maybe because the dynamics changed quite a lot, and in the first game she was just worried about Guzma, and now she's worried because he thinks he can save. I don't really know what's going on. I guess giving you this Z-Crystal was also kind of what did you call it? Helping each other. Oh yeah, you got your first stone directly from Tapu Koko, didn't you, Rabbit? You better take care of it. That's one special Z-Power ring you've got there. A trainer is only a trainer because of the Pokemon with them. If you ever forget that, you'll bring the wrath of the Tapu down upon yourself. Shouldn't Tapu be capitalized? I don't know. You should be fine, though. I'm just pointing things out, you know, not even quality assurance, like what I would expect to be quality insurance. I'm out of here. Because I imagine Tapu is almost like a title, in a way, rather than a name. If it's a name, it definitely should be capitalized, rather. I suppose even Team Skull is not all bad. Thanks for helping me again, Rabbit. And here, let me thank your team, too, by healing me. I didn't need it. I'm doing kind of well, but it's good. I appreciate it all the same. Alright, Rabbit, let's finally go to the altar. The vast pony cannon lies ahead of us. As does another thing. Are we going to do it this episode? We could, if I do it well. If I do it badly, it might kind of it will tie into not going over time. So Scold is a move I got last episode, maybe the episode before that, I can't remember. Scold will ultimately be replaced by something else, but it is stronger than Bubble Beam. I am aware of this. Some people pointed it out to me in the comment section. I kind of already know. I know most of the base power of the I know most of the base powers of these moves. It's just in terms of what level does Metroid learn Liquidation, and if it is genuinely worth making that change. Now, I kind of want to teach Blather's Grass Knot, but I think I'd only be overwriting a grass move, and that's Leaf Blade, and I don't want to overwrite Leaf Blade, because it's a good move. It does wonderful things. So, I imagine if this game is similar to the originals, there's a fight up here, and it's a fight that I struggled with quite a lot, like significantly quite a lot. I don't know why. I think I know why. Who did I choose? I chose Incineroar, that line, for my team, and then that meant that doing this fight up here, quite difficult, because my team wasn't really. I had a Wishy-Washy. I had a really strong Wishy-Washy. Even that wasn't strong enough. So I'm hoping we're going to be okay this time around. I haven't really looked at the team. I'm not going to do what I did before with Luzamoon, because I don't really want to do that, just for things that I'm genuinely fearful for. Not so much with this. Did everything go well? Well, kind of. Potentially. You didn't even go anywhere. I'm surprised you didn't have to go anywhere. I had to have Rabbit do everything for me yet again, but because that's bad character development. Or not bad character development, but not quite as good as in the originals, where she came along and experienced the danger with us. Nothing wrong with that, Lily. People cannot survive all on their own. They've got to help each other. They have got to help one another out. Same for Pokemon too. That is what my grandfather used to say. Indeed. Lots of backstory on your grandfather, who we never really see in any kind of significance. Not significance, but it's not that significant. It's that kindness of yours, Rabbit, that keeps that bright smile on Lily's face. Please wait! What are you doing here? You just appeared behind me. You know how terrifying that is? Just as you use your own strength to overcome the trials before you, perhaps it is time that we stop relying on others and instead take matters into our own hands. Now that we have learned to do Pokemon battle ourselves, I think we might be able to resolve the situation with Necrozma on our own. If I am strong enough, then we can do it. If I am only strong enough to defeat you. Alola. Am I fighting Fico now? I haven't done that yet. pretty sure I haven't done that yet. Or is it's just Soliera again. Oh, it's kind of disappointing. I kind of want to fight the other guy. It's Poipole again. Okay, or Poipole. It looks amazing. I noticed something on Twitter recently where someone I follow was doing shiny breeding to try and get one, or trying to get a shiny Poipole. And that means you can breed these, which is kind of weird, because it's, I think, a legendary type Pokemon. I would assume it's a legendary type Pokemon, or an Ultra Beast. It's basically an Ultra Beast, so functionally, it's kind of like a legendary type Pokemon. Have I got anything here that it's just that. Okay. I was ambitious. So, I think I would use Crunch a bunch of times. I mean, it's just, it's got Toxic. That makes things a bit more awkward than I would have otherwise expected, but this does, disrupt, like, my preparations. It kind of makes the rest of this episode kind of simple, because I won't have enough time to do the next fight, so I'll just end the episode off after this, but it does kind of disrupt what we're trying to do here. We're trying to, get to Vast Pony Canyon, and they're like, no, we must fight you, human, and if I beat you, human, I can solve the problem myself? I don't know. You need that validation in your life, or that real positivity in your life as a result of defeating a fellow trainer or something, to give you the confidence to solve your own problem. I think that's about correct. I am not going to survive the next hit, which is okay. Metroid, as long as... I forgot that some trainers just are terrible human beings, but as long as we get a heal after this battle, I'm okay. Because as long as I get a period of calm after this battle, where I can stop and save and prepare for the next battle in my own time and end the episode off, I'm okay. I don't fight. I also heal my Pokemon. Most importantly, Psychic, take it down, get it out of here. Quick Claw. Quick Claw is going to be so handy. I like to think it's going to be so handy from here until the end of the game, because I imagine we're not going to be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon if there's legendaries and high-level Pokemon as a result of the Elite Four. We're going to not struggle, but if you're going to give me 2 Quick Claws in a row, I'm not going to complain, especially because we avoided a nasty plot boosted Poipole. Wouldn't really fancy that, to be honest. Anyway, not bad. Sensei level 51, moving up in the world. It's a goddamn miracle. Looking beautiful, looking pretty beefy. Mint level 54. Not sure how useful Mint's going to be in this fight. Was I able to draw out the potential of my Pokemon at least a little bit? That's a non-running theme, which I'm beginning to realize now, of trainers trying to realize their potential in a way, or trying to work to their highest potential. This is astounding! You show such skill for drawing forth the power from your Pokemon. Yes, the people of Alola battle their Pokemon against one another to learn more about each other. After all, I can do the voice much better when it's Fico. Greetings, I'm the Kahuna of this island, Hapu. You are from the Beast World, are you not? We and Alola have long lived together with our Pokemon, being aided by them to survive. If you are in some sort of trouble, then we will gladly come to your aid however we can. Indeed, we're such nice people in Alola. I like it. They don't want help, but maybe they should have help. That's another theme. Then I will throw myself upon your generosity, in spite of your... I could have sworn that said your own shortcomings. In spite of our own shortcomings. Please, when Necrozma comes to attack this world, will you fight it in our place? I imagine like alongside us, rather than in our place. I expect you to do some work, is my point. Don't just be on the sidelines. Actually help me. Well then, the path to the shrine is through the canyon. You will find other trainers in this place, though. They come for training. It will be a tough road. You will have to pitch in too, Lily. But if you two end up in any real trouble, Mudsdale and I will hasten to you. That seems different. Most of what she says seems different. Thank you, Hapu. I will do all I can to help Rabbit. This might make this area a lot easier, maybe? I don't really know. This has been Rabbit Luigi. This has been Let's Play Pokemon Ultra Moon. And in the next episode, we're going to go into the Vast Pony Canyon. Now, previously we fought Hapu, and Hapu was strong and gave us Ground-type Z-Crystal. But maybe we're going into the canyon. Maybe Lily will be able to heal us through quite a difficult cavern. I don't really know. Gonna be interesting to find out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.